Hello, lovelies. Greetings to you, everyone. Welcome to my channel, the Judy TV show. I talk about marriage and marriage-related trending issues. And my name is Judith. Friends, I want to react to the allegation that is made by the daughter of the governor of Akwa Ibom State. Akwa Ibom State is in the south part of Nigeria. And then this lady is his daughter. I wouldn't know whether he has other children or it's just her. The man lost his wife. I mean, the governor, His Excellency Pastor Eno, lost his wife. I think was it this year or last year, and then he now made his daughter. Allegations that time, the news that was flying that time that he wants to make the daughter the first lady. We were like, first lady. She's not a wife now, but the man now later made her a commissioner. I wouldn't know commissioner of what. But we were now all shocked, to see the trending one on the social media, where she was now accusing her father of killing or buying her mother. In fact, using her for sacrifice. A serious one, a serious one in a marriage setup. Very serious one coming from a daughter. When I saw that, in a couple of videos, I was like, could that be true? Or maybe somebody is the AI or something. But when I now saw one or two other videos, even on Facebook, that was when I was like, what's going on here? For me, I like to share my thoughts on that, okay? And I like to take it from two angles. From the angle of the woman, or the lady, the daughter, and the angle of the governor. Well, it's still allegedly because I don't think the publicity handlers of the governor has put out a statement to that effect. So I like to take it from, first of all, from the lady, that is from his daughter. Madam, I don't know your name, but for you to make this kind of allegation against your father, I'm not saying it is true, I'm not saying it is not true, right? I wouldn't know what informed that decision because I know that when you lost your mom, he now gave you that position. So, and you accepted it. You have been functioning in that position as the commissioner, one of his commissioners, in the cabinet. And then all of a sudden, this now came up. And then if you're making such an allegation and you're certain of what maybe you discovered much later after you accepted the position, it is possible, and then you now got to know that this is what happened or this is what happened. I was thinking that if you're going to say that you are going to say what happened, how you got to know, or how you might not mention the name of your source, but that just tell us what happened. The reason why I'm saying just tell us what happened because that allegation is a serious allegation, is a grave one. For a man to buy his wife, for a man to use his wife as a sacrifice, we may have been hearing that, but for somebody, number one, who is a pastor and somebody who is a governor, an incumbent governor, right? And being a pastor simply means that he's of the Pentecostal setup. So I expected that if you're going to say this is what happened, or this is what your father did, or this is what you just discovered, it should have been like, okay, my mother told me this before she passed, or information reaching me, reliable source reaching me said that, he invited her to go to so and so place with her, and this, there was no detail of what happened. It was just that, my father buying my mother and they use her as a sacrifice. A sacrifice for what? These are the kind of things that and I expected you to also reach out to the chairman of the PFN in your state. I don't know whether you did that, right? But before you now come to social media, I was expecting that at least there will be a detailed information, not details as in who's naming people, but at least this is what happened. But there was nothing like that. That is number one. And I expected that, if you now discovered after you accepted that position, what I expected you to do is to, plan out your action very well, before you start talking or divulging whatever secret or whatever information. That is if it is true. And like I said at the beginning of this video, I'm not saying that your allegations is true or your accusations is true or that it's not true. But what I'm saying is that, since it now involves light and buy, okay, for you and probably your child, I was thinking that, the best thing would have been for you to say you're going on vacation. Take your child along with you. When you now leave the country, then you can now, say one or two things because you are saying that your life is in danger, that your life is being threatened. And here you are still there I don't know whether you have resigned your position. I don't know whether you are still in the state. And then for you now to be making this allegation and you're still there, how safe is that and for your baby? Do you understand what I'm saying? And then again, which I think is even the most important thing, madam, I fought this. No matter how you feel, I know for a mother, if it is true, for a mother, I know you'll be pained. But then involving this minor, this your child, madam, is that the best way to go about it? A situation, because I saw a video where the child, I think it's a baby girl, was now saying, you are telling her, oh, that's grandpa on the phone. And then she was now saying, do you want to buy me like you buy, I think, my younger brother or something? Madam, to involve that child at this age, I think she is a minor. I don't think that is a wise thing to do, because that child does not understand which one is buy and which one is sacrifice and what have you. Right? If the child is grown and you explain to her or him what happened, that's a different thing. Or if you decide to handle this, carry the child along, but not to tell her, to be talking about her grandfather like that, okay? Even if it is true, assuming it is true, right? But by the time you now involve this child and all that, you are just exposing this child to like, hating her grandfather. Supposing the thing turns out not to be true. That's the two ways to look at it, right? But assuming it is true, my concern is involving this minor, okay, telling this minor, okay, say this to grandpa, say this, he has not solved any problem, he has not brought any solution. He has not. If you have taken that child out of the country, maybe you say that you're going on vacation, you apply for, I think, annual leave or whatever. Yes, apply for a leave, and then you now travel outside any country of your choice, then you now stay there and then now say, okay, this, that, or you are fighting it, but you are certain that your child is safe somewhere, assuming it is true. But this one, that even the child, you are involving the child. So how safe is the child and how safe are you, assuming it is true? Then I leave that to come to the publicity handlers of the governor. I expected that by now they should put out a statement, stating the facts, stating what happened. Is it true? Is it not true? Because I don't know how the lady got to know. I mean, the governor's daughter, how she got to know. She accepted the position that her father gave to her. And then, as at the time she accepted that position, there was no allegation of such. But for her to come up with this kind of allegation, that's a grave allegation. I am not saying that it is true, and I'm also not saying that it is not true. But what I'm saying is that the publicity handlers of the executive governor ought to by now have put out a statement out there to debunk this or to clarify the issue, because this is a serious one, especially when there's a threat to life. This is a very serious one for somebody who is a pastor, because the name of the Lord is at stake here for somebody who is a pastor. A lot of people will now say, oh, you see what pastors are doing and all that, not knowing whether it is true or not. But you're keeping silent. Well, as at the time of making this video, I've not seen any statement or any video done by his publicity handlers to say otherwise, or that it is true or something. So that's why I'm saying a lot of people will misunderstand this to say, oh, you see pastors, men of God. They'll just be saying men of God, generalizing the thing, assuming it is true. It is very, very important for the publicity handlers of the governor at this particular point in time to put out a statement there. Even if you don't want to do a video, you can put out a statement there, a kind of rejoinder, even though it was a video that she did, electronic presentation. But you can also put out a rejoinder by a print media or via a print media to state the facts, how it is, okay, that this is it or this is not it, and so on and so forth. But for this kind of allegation to be flying, because you can see now, like I said earlier, a minor has now been involved, which I frown at. Personally, I don't think that minor should have been involved, in saying the things they say to the grandfather. Calling out the man, he want to buy me the way you buy my, the child doesn't understand the meaning of buying or sacrifice. But, involving that child, that's why there's every need, and as a matter of urgency, for the publicity handlers of the executive governor to, at this particular point in time, put out a statement, right? If you feel, the publicity handlers, I'm still talking to them, if you guys feel that what she's saying is wrong, and that if you put out a statement there, that people might say it is not true and all that, you can approach the chairman of your state PFM, because I know that pastor is of the Pentecostal, Pentecostal association. So you can reach out to the chairman of the PFM there will be a joint press briefing or joint statement or something that this is the position of things, this is it, this is it, this is it. It goes a long way to like correct one or two things, because people are beginning to think that, since you guys are keeping quiet, that maybe what the woman is saying is true. It might be true, it might not be true, but there's every need for the publicity handlers of the executive governor to put out a statement at this particular point in time. That's exactly the point I'm making here. Friends, I'm certain that a good number of us must have seen that video that is all over the social media, the allegation of the daughter of the governor. In fact, I saw it, and is it Mario Kuno? So that guy that is based in London and all that. When I saw it there, that was when I was like, this thing is serious, or that kind of a thing. So, guys, that's my take on this. Until the publicity handlers put out a statement that it is this way or that way, okay. But at the same time, the daughter being in that state, probably living where you are living with your minor, and they're making this kind of allegation, I don't know, and you're saying there's a threat to your life, then you should have first of all tried to like handle it in such a way that you're sure that you're safe before you now make this kind of disclosure. I don't know what you people think, dear friends. Let me know your school of thought at the comment section. I'm sure that a good number of us must have seen this video, as I said earlier on. So what do you guys think? Do you think it is true? Do you think it is true? Or do you think the lady or the daughter of the governor is not happy about a particular thing, so she decided to go about it this way? Please let me know at the comment section as usual, so that we can have a conversation around that. My name is Judith once again. Thank you so very much, guys. I hope you will like this video, watch this video by the way, comment, and then, like I said, share this video, and then subscribe to my channel, so that we'll be one big family to take it from there, right? I appreciate you guys so very much. And then on this note, I'd like to end this video here, and I await your comment at the comment section.